Alright guys, well, I thought I'd round out the year with a bit of a different one. I'd talk about some of the airsoft guns that, just made it for me personally. Like you've seen the review at MP5 from WE and the Crytek Chris Vector that's just popped up. And believe me, they are phenomenal bits of kit. And I've not had a chance to, test them in gameplay yet, so I can't really give you an honest review about them except how good a quality they feel, for what they are. But nevertheless, let's get into this. Let's have a chat about some of the guns I've got and the go-to guns, the ones that I generally pick up and make a lot of use of, to say the least. But, right, okay, let's go with one of the first shockers of this year. The Mark 18 from Evolution. It wasn't an expensive gun, but my God, has this thing got some sick range on it. And the sight, whew, yeah, absolutely brilliant. Gobbles batteries though. Nevertheless, everything about it is metal and polymer wear, obviously. It is going to have some polymer on it, but majority of this gun is all metal. But it's the internals that surprised me. This thing fires so well and so consistently, it really did surprise the life out of me. And yeah, if I could give a big old rave up about this one, yeah, definitely. Even with its pop-up sights, sprung mounted, really decent bit of kit, and yeah, I do like this one. And it is a quick grab gun and it really does work well. Now, with airsoft, you got springers, you got electric, and you got gas blowback. Now, with gas blowback, it's generally the warmer months that sort of pick up on that one. So I'd like to reintroduce you again to my LMD4, which turned out to be one of the biggest surprises of my days at the end of 22. This thing has got some serious weight. It's quite literally scaled 1-for-1 of its counterpart in the real world, except for the materials, of course. It is airsoft after all. But this thing has got some sick recoil on it. Now there's no BVs in it, I checked it. Yeah. What a beautiful thing it is. And yeah, this one is custom painted by GHK. And it was a one-off from BZ Tactical, which I've got to give them a big shout out. They are really, really helpful guys up there. They helped me out with this thing because I chewed my hop unit, completely bust it apart, and they sourced me another one quick sharpish for it, seeing as it's unique to this gun. But my God, this is another one that can launch them. And it launches them really, really well. Now, like I say with airsoft, it's not about having the best gear or the most expensive, it's about having fun. And like the Mark 18, that was a reasonably priced pewpew, that. In the couple of £100 mark. And you're getting something really special out of the box. This was considerably more, but it is one of the most unique training tools I've seen in Airsoft, and the Americans are not allowed to buy this one, but we are. Happy days. Anyway, let's have a couple of pistols in the shows. Now, the WP Browning, where am I going? WE Browning High Power Mark III. Now this has had a pretty tough time over the years. People bending the knocker that activates the valve for its blowback action and shooting abilities. There is a way of using this, and that is one, making sure your hammer's cocked before you put in the mag or take it out. It's a bit like an AR protecting the feed ramp. It's always better to cock it when you're putting a filled up mag in, because you don't know if you've filled it right up to capacity, and that top BB is bending the feed. You don't want to be bending the feed, something's going to break and it'll hurt a bit. I did that to my SA80. Well, I've got another valve for it anyway, so that can sort that out. But this, woof, my god, for such a simple gun, this thing can put them out there just like these bad boys. And to decock, first of all you want to take it off safe, and then you can store it. Really decent gun, good weight, and I've put these mahogany grips on it, or whatever they were, something like that. They're made of wood anyway. Really tasty pattern on it. I think personally that's made the whole gun. I made it a bit of a shelf queen in some parts, but I do use it. I really do use this one. Now, for the other shocker, Army Armament. Apparently, when they came out of the woodwork with the Combat Master, and then the succeeding guns after that, they absolutely went on a master class of engineering and accuracy and feel and reliability, and even to the point where it works in respectably cold weather. Yeah, this works. Oh, what a gun. And it feels so nice. Like I said in the review on it, the Pit Viper's engineering and machining and tooling that they've used, it's bloody accurate, and it allows this gun to work. Yeah, the tolerances are not as fantastic as the real steel version, we all know that. It's Airsoft, it's a toy, but my god, it feels good in the hand. And yes, I am practicing safe handling. You know, some people don't, but those with common sense do. No big I am. Anyway, there you go. The Pit Viper. Fantastic, gorgeous bit of kit, and I have loved using this all the way through this year, and I will continue to do so, with no doubt in my mind. Now, I want to bring you on to another shocker that popped up in my world. This one popped up quite a long time ago. More towards the beginning of everything. So, yeah. You know, somebody told me not to smoke in my videos, that I won't get sponsorship. Not interested in that. I'm interested in getting the cold hard facts across and how these things feel in game when you're playing with them. Which leads me on to this. GHK's G5. This is another shocker. This thing .2s, as soon as it comes out of the barrel, it just goes straight up, and that's with the bloody op off. Now I've checked all of that, and I put C5s in it. They lift quite dramatically as well, so I put .32s in it. It started to calm down a bit. Now I managed to get that hop wheel turned all the way off. If I turned it all the way on, it'd send 3.2 straight up out of the barrel, and probably to the point where it comes back and hits me, a bit like a boomerang. So all the way off, it's lifting 3.2s no either. Now I put 4s in it. My God, that can send them. It pierces straight through bushes. I've taken out so many other players through bushes with this thing. It's terrifying. You know, where you can see a pair of feet at the bottom, so you sort of aim round about the middle so you get them in the chest plate. Yeah, they still know they've been shot by this thing, and it weighs nothing. It's like a bloody pistol in weight. So yeah, you can run around with this bad boy all day long. And as I know, no BBs in the magazine, and it cocks like the MP5. No BBs in the barrel. Now, if I remember rightly, this ain't got no hold open function on it, so it's only going to fire once, but you'll get the point. And to decock it, oh, it's also ambidextrous fully as well, this puppy. And decocked. But yeah, this thing packs a punch, it really does. And I've used this one quite a lot at Anzio. Fantastic bit of kit. G5. Now, the last gun I'm going to show you is by far the biggest shocker, but tan gun, the WE Glock 17. Out of gas. Good, you've got some spare. 2, 3. Yeah, this is how you fill gas bags. 1, 2, 3. Right. Should have enough gas in it to squirt a couple of rounds off. Well, a couple of shots anyway. Really reliable gun, and I've got some there that are over 3 years old and have been hammered, and I mean hammered, and they still work great. But yeah, generally take that out with my tan guns. Now, a couple of honourable mentions. My very first AEGs, both Neupro. One of them is the AR AK-21. Rare gun, and it bloody works. And the Freedom Fighter, which is pretty much a honey badger, an M4 with a collapsing stock, 416. Now, great guns. And the honey badger, the Freedom Fighter, I can't fault that thing at all. It's only recently I broke the bloody selector on it, so now it's stuck in full auto on both fire modes, so I'll figure that out at some point. But a really good pair of pew-pews. Ooh, I've had an idea. I'll get back to you on that one. It concerns the lower and the upper. Tan lower, black upper. That could look good. Anyway, getting along. SRC. Now when I first threw this up, I forgot the name of it and branding and all the rest of it. Very fancy gun. But oh, this thing has got a kick on it. The slide, the weight, the feel, really nice in the hand. Now I bought it because of the skeletonized grip and the massive cutouts in the slide. But again, another one that really took me by surprise. Really nice feeling gun, really well made, and yeah, I've used it a few times, this one, and it does the job. Great fun. Now when it comes to your 45s, there's a couple, i.e. the Crytek and this one. Yep. This thing has surprised me, and all it needed, considering when I bought this it was 160 quid, was a hot rubber, and then it flew BBs. Now obviously the mags can be a bit of a pain in the ass to fill, but I have addressed that issue with it's not a big radio, it's actually a BB loader. Press down on this little nozzle underneath this cap and set the number of BBs you want on the dial, and it stuffs them into the mag for you. So if you want to run on 30 rounds, you leave it on 30 rounds, press it down, it'll feed 30 rounds up and then stops. Really good way of doing it. And this works on all your odd pod magazines that you can't get a high speed loader thingy majiggy this, that and the other for. But yeah, this thing, and this red dot off Amazon, it's only a cheap generic one, but oh, it is so easy to use and it's so easy to pick up the dot. The windage and elevation, a direct click, you don't have to unscrew any caps, you don't need a screwdriver, it's just there, and you can click your way until you've got it spot on, and do it on the fly as well. Yeah, can't fault it. Absolute bonkers double eagle. Love this thing. Oh, and the bolt catch on it. You ready for this? You got a right little click clack on it. But yeah, and I've stuck a nice tracer unit on the front of it, the Mark III Predator. That's its flash hider for the Mark III, this comes with it. So yeah, this thing really works well. Now, I'd say my two ultimate purchases this year are coming up next. My fag keeps going out. Am I waffling too much? Am I verbal diarrheaing? Anyway, bollocks to you. Now, first one really doesn't need any introduction because I just can't shut up about this thing. The KZ61, or a Scorpion, or it's clobbering time. This thing is the perfect matchup to go with my DMR. This is great for close quarters, quick get away from me type thing. 3 or 4 magazines, you're happy and you're running, and it feels great in hand as well. But the absolute shocker of the whole time, the one gun that people have slated quite a bit over time because of various issues, but turned out to be an absolute diamond in the rough. Who would have known this thing would have got that popular that it's sold out inside of 24 hours. Some people rip them, some people praise them. I love this one, and I know a few of my friends have managed to get their hands on them, which now has become incredibly difficult, but nevertheless, without ado, the Aries 308 long. This is an absolute beast on every level. It has blown me away, knocked my socks off. The sight, the gun, the weight, the feel, the way it fires out of the box. I've now upgraded the barrel to a 6.2 maple leaf and stuck obviously a 60 in it, and this thing just sends them. This is bring the rain, you know. I can be a right distance away from folk with this, and they really do know they've been shot when they get clobbered with this thing. It's locked onto semi. It shoots at just under 400 FPS. It's a beast, and it weighs a bloody ton. But my God, when you park up with this and you're getting a good spot, they don't even know where it's coming from. It's that good. Everything about it just feels premium. So yeah, if you ever get to see one of these in the shops and you fancy the look of it, grab one quick, because all I've seen up to now is the medium deluxes, and I think they've just sold out as well. But yeah, my year in Airsoft, well, I've had 3 years in it, but this last year, what a year. Been everywhere. Cosplaying a cowboy routine, loved every minute of it. The airsoft fields that I go to in Newark, Derby, Blackshire, and there's a few indoor ones that I want to. I've not done indoors for quite a while. I wouldn't mind getting back to that, because I have got some pretty racy guns that I want to use there, but that's for another time. Anyway guys, there you go, my favourite pew pews of the year that I've seen a lot of use, and this has seen more use than all the other ones that I've shown you tonight. So anyway, I know Christmas is gone, and we're all looking forward to that new year of fun and games and happy times and all the rest of it. Meeting back up with our airsofting chums to have us a laugh. Look forward to seeing you on the field. Until then, Happy New Year, be safe, play safe, and always call your freaking hits.
Yeah, got for that one. Oh yeah, have it.